Okay, so we can get started. It's almost 10 past. And want to just welcome everyone to today's gathering. As you know, my name is Simak and my wife Lorraine. And along with the Baha'is of Milton who knew Ken, we are delighted to be honored to dedicate this afternoon memorials to Ken, Lynn, and Eric. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. As you know, Ken was an extraordinary individual whose life was marked by adventure, creativity, and deep devotion to community. He and his wife Lynn played a pivotal role in establishing the Baha'i community in St. Albert in Alberta in 1972, responding to a call from a local spiritual assembly. They moved from Ontario in a small Volkswagen Bug. This signaled the beginning of a lifelong friendship and contribution to the faith in the people in that community and people who came across the path. My family and I got to know Ken, Len, and Eric when we moved to Milton in 1993, where we were warmly welcomed by them and the rest of the Baha'i community. Ken and Len were members of the local spiritual assembly of the Baha'is of Milton and served in that capacity till they moved to British Columbia. Ken's passion for learning new things amazed me. He would dedicate his time to learning new hobbies and pursuing his interest. I will share some of his, talents and creative thinking and creativity with you throughout this presentation. But I would like to start our gathering this afternoon with a Baha'i video prayer by Brett Smith in honor of the departed.
O my God, O thou forgiver of sins, O my God, O thou bestower of gifts, O my God, O thou dispeller of afflictions, O my God, O thou forgiver of sins. Verily I beseech thee to forgive the sins of such as have abandoned the physical garment and have ascended to the spiritual world, ascended to the spiritual world. O my Lord, purify them from trespasses, dispel their sorrows and change their darkness into light. Cleanse them with the most pure water and grant them to be whole. Cleanse them with the most pure water and grant them to behold thy splendor on the loftiest mount, 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 oh, thy splendor.
As I mentioned, Ken had many passions, and Kern's early passions included music, motorcycle, and even flying. He met Lynn at a wedding, and their love story was full of resilience, including a dramatic first encounter with Lynn's father, and which was an eventful motorcycle accident that Lynn miraculously survived. After marrying, they moved to Canada to avoid the Vietnam War, initially settling in Toronto area before heading west. A gifted musician, Ken was not only played, but also built instruments, crafting beautiful guitars that are cherished to this day. His creativity extended beyond music. He and Lynn staged unique theatrical presentations for Baha'i gatherings, leaving audiences breathless. Ken was the founder of the Friends of the Mountain Dulcimer Group in Canada, where he pursued his love for this instrument. And I was just reading his blog. He has, quite a few followers on this website, and they have been exchanging messages and information about this instrument, not this particular instrument, but the mountain dulcimer that he has. Here's a few pictures of Ken and his our Baha'i friend. I forget his name. Don't anybody remember his name? Anyone? I think it was Bill, if I'm not mistaken. They were used to playing, at busking at the Post Lynch, antique market. And then this was one of the events that they came out and then played at the Birth of Baha'u'llah in Milton a few years back. Ken's adaptability shone through his varied careers and interests. While working at the National Baha'i Center, he took up the saxophone, and within a year, he was playing professionally. Later, realizing he wanted to spend more time with his son, he shifted from touring as a musician to becoming an airplane mechanic. His love for learning was insatiable, spanning astronomy, microbiology, photography, archery, paleontology, and even taxidermy. I remember at one point when we had visiting them for the first time, and he had something in his hand the size of a computer mouse, and he showed it to Cyrus, and Cyrus says, "What is it?" And Ken said this was a dinosaur poop, so that he had actually managed, to gather whatever that was, so it was quite interesting.
We have some of that.
Yes, yeah. He also hosted the star parties, and he's hosted star parties and discovered rare microorganism and mastered numerous musical instruments, even learning the Anglo-Saxon lyre as he began losing his sight. He even picked up digital microscopy and studied microscopic creatures, recording their lives and sharing his videos on his YouTube channel. Here's one of the short clips that he had actually prepared after he had done some studying of this particular creature. And I love the fact that he put it into music. This is what he actually had recorded with his digital microscope. I think you get a good flavor of what these creatures were, and then his work and his passion. I encourage you to visit his website, and then he's got, I think 50 clips of these, creatures. And then he would get them, from the, I don't know, his backyard. He would go and then, I don't know, in a puddle of water or something like that, he would take a sample and bring it inside, and he'd be studying them.
CMAC, how do you see this? All we're seeing are the participants. We're not seeing any of the videos.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry.
I'm seeing the video.
You saw the video? Did anybody
Yes.
have any problem with that?
No,
No.
Okay.
We didn't see it.
We didn't see anything.
Mary, you guys did see the video? You guys see it?
Yes, we can see it fine. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank
I'm
you.
so sorry.
So did I.
Yeah.
It's possible that if you set a view that shows everybody, it fills the screen and there is no place for a different thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't touch it and I saw the movie, everything with the audio and everything perfect.
okay.
You can adjust it. Maybe you go back to the video so you can actually put it on a sort of reduce it or make the option. I don't use an iPad, so I'm not familiar with how things work in there. So
Yeah,
You just need to go to YouTube and you have access to this video as many times as you want.
yeah.
and then what I have done, I'm recording it right now, and then so I can share it with you folks as well when we meet.
Okay,
I'm so sorry about that.
that's okay.
Okay.
I
I'll go
just thought
back.
something we could press and we could see everything.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and we normally do that for assembly meetings. I have no problem. So I don't know what's going
Yeah.
on at your end. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry about that.
That's okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll go back, continue with the program, and then I will have something ready for you guys as well. So as I was saying, Ken was deeply compassionate and volunteering to befriend isolated seniors, one of whom turned to be a chess grandmaster who became his mentor. His faith was central to his life, and he lived by the principle of love, embodying kindness and sincerity in every interaction. In later years, Ken and Lynn moved to Vancouver Island, as you know, where they quickly became integral to the community there. Ken immersed himself in boating, crabbing, and serving a Cochin, if I say pronounce it correctly, Bay Maritime Center, even joining the board of directors. His humor, generosity, and enthusiasm for life left a lasting mark on everyone who knew him. There's actually a nice tribute to him on the Cochin Bay Maritime Center website, if you get a chance to see that. Here's a clip of Ken and Len about their passion that they had discovered out west about a boat called Wind.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Ken, and I would like to introduce you to Wind. Wind is a 100-year-old wooden lapstrake rowing sailing dinghy. She was built in England and sometime in her life made her way to Vancouver Island.
Jeez.
Wind was a donation to the Cowichan Bay Maritime Center and given a new lease on life a couple of years ago. Since then, Wind has won 2 People's Choice Awards at festivals and has appeared in Wooden Boat magazine. You'll notice Wind sports an antique British Seagull outboard motor, something she never would have had in her younger days, but the two go very well together. As well, you can see she is equipped with the latest in signaling devices. Wind is a very stable vessel. She is heavy and wide in the beam. My wife, Lynn, and I enjoy taking her around the bay, and she handles the waves quite well for an old gal. Wind is moored at the Maritime Center docks, so you'll see her when you come down to the center for a visit.
Oh, there's Ken playing. What is that?
His mouth organ and his mountain dulcimer on his left, on our right, on his right, on our
That
left,
one.
and then his banjo.
Banjo. Jeez.
Yes, some kind of a banjo that he was playing, I believe. Ken was genuine, warm, and endlessly curious, a true friend, a devoted husband, and an irreplaceable with an irreplaceable presence. Let's not forget that Ken loved food. For those of you who knew him, you know that he loved his food. His legacy of love, music, and service to the Baha'i and wider community will continue to inspire all who had the privilege of knowing him. Rest in peace, Ken. You will be deeply missed, but never forgotten. To conclude my portion of the program today, I would like to dedicate a video and a song to Ken that I believe really suits him, his life, his choice of music, and what he did in this world. That's the end of the program that I had prepared for you guys. Anybody wants to share a few thoughts, prayers while we are here together, they are more than welcome to do so. Even the memories, jokes, things about Ken, Len, and Eric will be much appreciated.
Thank you for organizing that, Sia. I always think it's remarkable about Ken with all his musical talent. On top of playing, he also made his own instruments with the banjo and I think a didgeridoo as well.
That's right. Uri had worked with Ken and Len on the board of the directors for, you had worked with Len specifically, right? Uri?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's how you came to know them. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one thing. And for those of you who don't know, I'm originally from Israel. I was born and raised in Israel. And not only with Ken Lin and Siamak, I met some other very dear Baha'i people. I don't know who knew Andrew McIntyre.
Yeah.
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 He was one of my closest friends. He and Lyndon and Smith, on Tessie's name is Townsend Smith, the palliative care. And we talked a lot. I've spent many a time in Haifa, in the Persian Garden, in the beautiful, beautiful Persian Gardens, and of course in Akko, where the head of the Baha'i community and faith comes from. So anyway, those are my very, very dear and close memories of Ken and Lynn.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mike, maybe I can say
Of
something.
course. Yes, please, Afsun. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I knew Ken and Lynn when they lived in Milton, and I lived in Milton also. I don't know how many years this was ago now. But I will always remember Ken's, well, as has been said, his love of music and like going to see him at the farmer's market on Saturday morning, sitting with his didgeridoo and like whenever we would see each other at Baha'i gatherings, he was just very joyful and cheerful and like always had a joke or and always took interest in everyone, you know, was with genuine love and interest. And I remember their place and when Grace lived in the back and we would all just like get together in their beautiful backyard. Ken and Lynn really liked, have always liked, I guess, nature and outdoors and really had a wonderful garden and a back porch. I think my first Baha'i feast in Milton was on the deck in their backyard. And they would come over and also with Andy and Andy's dog, whose name I forget now.
Alfred.
Alfred, yes,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. Who was a huge dog. I just remember, you know, even through the challenges of life, and everybody has their ups and downs, that Ken was always down to earth and very bubbly, and you know, like obviously we, you know, there's many years between our age and different life experiences, but I felt like I could just sit and chat with him as much as anyone else. And I think that was one of his, which I'm sure he's taking to the next world, one of his great abilities to connect with all kinds of people, from, you know, children to seniors and everything in between, from all different walks of life. And it totally did not surprise me to see him taking that same attitude towards the boat Wind, you know, and talking about her as if she was a friend, you know, a dear old friend, because I feel like that's how he saw everyone and even everything. So those are my memories.
Thank you, Afsun.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Dawn and I didn't know Ken very well living in Halton Hills here, so the last time I saw Ken was when he was playing at the Birth of Baha'u'llah celebration. And what was he playing there? Didgeridoo or it's,
He was playing at the Mountain Dulcimer.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was terrific.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Lorraine and I were reminiscing about, our memory of Ken and Len, and then I really told her, I really kicked myself, that we didn't stay in touch with them as frequently as we should have, and then to what Uri said, and then we all, I mean, some of us in the same, belong to the same vintage, of the same vintage, I should say. And then when we lose someone, a friend like this, we really realize, that, we really need to keep up with our contacts and staying in touch with the friends and people who have actually touched our lives, in one way or another. So that has been my learning lesson. And as I heard the news of his passing, which was, as I said, was totally shocking. And he wasn't very old.
Yeah.
But as Uri said, his struggle and his, illness didn't prolong, and he's gone in the next world, and he's in a better place, as we all know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
CMAC, can you share this video with us as well as Lynn?
Absolutely. So if there's nothing else, anybody wants to close this off with a prayer? If not, I do have a different rendition of the prayer for the departed that I can actually share on the screen as well.
Okay,
Is that okay?
yes.
Yeah. Thanks again, Siamak. That
Thank you for
was
joining us.
very, very special.
Thank
Yes,
you for
Thank you,
joining us.
CMAC and Lorraine.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for all of you for spending your afternoon with us, so let me put that on the screen. Hopefully you see that.
Yes.
Yes,
You see the graveside picture on the
Yes, yes. yeah.
Yes,
So go to the next slide, and then I will give me 1 second here. Here we go.
Oh my God, oh thou forgiver of sins, bestower of gifts, dispeller of affliction. Verily I beseech thee to forgive the sins of such as have abandoned the physical garment and have ascended to the spiritual world. Oh my Lord, purify them from trespasses, dispel their sorrows, and change their darkness into light. Cause them to enter the garden of happiness. Cleanse them with the most pure water, and grant them to behold thy splendors on the lofty
Oh, really?
Thanks, everybody. Have yourself a good afternoon.
Thank you,
too.
CMA.
You see him out.
Thanks again. See you, Mac.
Thank you, CMAC.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Morley and Grace, for
Thank
joining
you.
us. Take
Bye,
care.
everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.